Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into the Los Angeles Lakers today.
Uh-huh.
Things are heating up as they head towards the NBA playoffs. We've got a really interesting angle here based on a Yardbarker article.
Right. I saw that one. It was originally on Athlon Sports, I think.
Exactly. It covers their recent performance, but also this message from LeBron James to JJ Redick.
Yeah, that caught my eye too.
Oh,
So the piece gives us a good look at a pretty key moment for the Lakers, doesn't it?
it really does. So our mission today, let's unpack that recent win, figure out what it means for their playoff spot.
And try to understand that dynamic between LeBron and his coach, based on this report anyway.
Okay, let's start with the win itself. The article mentions it was against the Houston Rockets.
Yep, final score 140-109.
Wow, that's a pretty big margin. 31 points. Sounds like they were making a statement.
Oh, absolutely. You want that kind of momentum going into the playoffs? It's interesting, though.
What's that?
The article points out Luka Doncic, for the Rockets, actually led all scorers.
Really? Even in a blowout loss?
Yeah. 39 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. Just, speaks to his individual ability.
Sure. But it also kind of highlights that the Lakers still managed to contain everyone else, right? To win by that much.
Exactly. It wasn't like they just rolled over a team with no firepower. They handled a superstar performance and still dominated.
Right. Our guy showed up too. Austin Reeves, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Solid game for him.
Very solid. But the big takeaway wasn't just the score, was it?
No, not at all. This win clinched their 50th win of the season.
50 wins.
Mm-hmm.
And for JJ Redick, a divisional title.
In his first year as a head coach? I mean, not just NBA head coach, first year coaching, like anywhere, right?
That's the truly remarkable part.
Yeah.
No previous head coaching gigs, steps into the Lakers spotlight, and bam, division title.
That's pretty incredible. Speaks volumes, probably.
It really does. Suggests he's connecting with the team, his approach is working, and the other big thing this win locked up
Home court advantage.
for bingo, home court in the first round.
Now, okay, for folks who don't follow the seedings super closely, winning the division, how big a deal is that versus just, overall record?
That's a good question.
Sure.
Winning the division, it often guarantees you a certain seed, sometimes higher than a non-division winner with the same record.
Ah.
But mostly in this case, combined with their 50 wins, it pushed them firmly into that spot where they get home court for round one. That's the real prize here.
And that is a huge prize for the Lakers. The article says it's the first time since 2012.
Yeah, 2012. It's been over a decade.
That's a long time. What kind of difference does starting at home make in the playoffs?
Oh, it's significant. I mean, first you've got your own crowd, the energy. That can be huge psychologically.
Right, the sixth man idea.
Exactly. Then there's just the comfort, the familiarity. Your own court, your own routines. No travel fatigue for game one.
Less travel overall, potential.
Precisely. If it goes 7 games, that extra game is at home. For a team with veterans like the Lakers, minimizing that travel, maximizing rest,
Yeah.
it adds up. It really can be a difference maker.
Makes sense. So they get this massive win, lock up home court, and then the focus shifts to Redick. The article describes him post-game. Wet hair. Joking about carpet damage.
Ah, yeah. Sounds like the classic locker room celebration.
A water shower.
Almost certainly. They clinched a top 5 seed, secured the division title.
Mm-hmm.
Players got to show the coach some love, right?
I guess so.
The article mentions a tweet from Jovan Buha, the reporter,
Uh-huh.
saying Redick showed up for the press conference totally soaked, but, laughing about it. Mentioned a $17,000 carpet damage joke.
That's pretty funny. It shows good team spirit, I suppose.
Definitely. Suggests the players are happy they've bought in. Good vibes heading into the playoffs.
Okay, and then the LeBron message. He tweeted something at Redick.
Yeah, let's get that right. He said, man, I was going to say something, but it's useless at this point in my career. Anyways, more important, congratulations, JJ, on a 50-win season in the West and postseason nod.
All right, that first part, I was going to say something, but it's useless. What do you make of that? It sounds intriguing. Cryptic.
It is intriguing, isn't it? The article, smartly, I think, doesn't speculate too much.
Probably wise.
Could be anything, really.
Yeah.
An inside joke, a thought about the game, something totally unrelated he decided not to air out. Who knows?
So the important part is the pivot.
Exactly. He explicitly says more important and then gives JJ his props. Big time props.
Yeah. Congratulations, JJ. 50 wins, postseason nod.
He's acknowledging the achievement. 50 wins in the West is tough. Doing it as a rookie coach, securing a playoff spot directly, that's significant. And getting that public nod from LeBron, That carries weight.
It really does. It feels like, the veteran leader validating the new coach's success, especially given where they've been.
Right. The article brings that up in contrast to the last 2 seasons.
The play-in tournament nightmare.
Exactly. They had to fight tooth and nail just to get into the actual playoff bracket the last couple of years. That's pressure, it's uncertainty.
One bad game and you're out, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So skipping that whole drama this year, getting a guaranteed spot, getting home court, it's a huge improvement. Shows progress.
And last year, even after they won in the play-in, they still went out in the first round, right?
They did. So navigating the play-in successfully didn't automatically mean a deep run. This feels different, more stable.
Under foundation.
Absolutely. Avoiding those extra high-stakes games means more rest. Crucial rest.
Especially for LeBron, AD.
Yeah.
The guy's carrying the load.
For sure. And lets the coaching staff zero in on one opponent for preparation instead of juggling scenarios for the play-in. That focused prep time is invaluable.
Speaking of opponents, the article tossed out a hypothetical based on Friday's standings.
Uh-huh. The Golden State Warriors.
Ooh, okay. That would be intense.
Always is. Lots of history there. Recent playoff history, too. That matchup always draws eyeballs.
No kidding. So the article kind of wraps up saying the Lakers, with this seeding, the momentum, avoiding the play-in, they're now a serious threat in the West.
Yeah, that's a strong assessment. It suggests that, analysts and observers see them as having the potential to actually go far this year, not just make an appearance.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap this deep dive. We've got the Lakers finishing strong. Big win, 50 wins total.
Uh-huh. Clinched a higher seed.
Yeah.
Got that home court advantage.
First time since 2012. Big deal.
Huge dude.
You've got the rookie coach, JJ Redick, getting his celebration, and then a public congrats from LeBron.
Right, even with that slightly mysterious opening line in the tweet.
Yeah. And it all marks a clear difference from scrambling through the play in the last 2 years. They seem better positioned.
Definitely. Key takeaways. 50 wins, division title for Redick, huge. Home court advantage, tangible benefit. And LeBron's public support, it all points towards potentially a different playoff story for them this time around.
Which brings us to that final thought, something for everyone listening to chew on. They've got home court now, they've avoided the play-in stress. How much does that shift the pressure onto them?
Interesting question.
Is there maybe more expectation now compared to being the underdog fighting through the play-in? And how does this different path, starting at home, more rest, focused prep, how might that actually change their performance when the playoff spotlight hits? Could it really fuel a deeper run?
Definitely something to think about as things kick off.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with us.